validation. That's the reason that people do so much of what they do. We start our lives seeking validation from our parents, and then our friends, our peers, our teachers, and then our relationships romantically. And then we come to this weird little square where only the really recent generations know, and that's the validation through social media. Now, what is validation? Why do we need it? And what does it do for us? Validation is the approval for us. It is the okay and the thumbs up for us to do, have, feel, and be what we want and what we truly desire. A lot of times we're waiting for our parents to love us in a certain way so we can validate that we're worthwhile. That we're worthwhile in every area of our life, and that we're worth having what we really want. We're waiting for teachers to validate that we're smart enough or good enough, or we have enough to offer to actually put ourselves out there in the world and teach the truth that comes from us, and teach and be in the world. We're looking for the validation from a partner to know that we can give and receive love, and we can be helped and held and cherished and beautiful. And then we look for the validation in social media. Wherever those other spaces haven't been filled, we just filter it right into social media, and that's where it starts feeling really bad for you. If social media is feeling bad, 99% of the time it's because of this. It's because you're not getting the validation you want. Now, I look at validation like this. It's the reins on a stagecoach. You've got these reins, they're the validation. So you can do and have and be whatever you want. It's the validation. I want to do my work in this world. I give myself permission. I validate myself in that. Go for it. I want to feel beautiful. Okay, I'm beautiful. I validate that. I go for it. But if I say, I'm beautiful and enough, and then I hand over those reins and say, what do you think? I've handed over my power of how to navigate through life, my power of how to move forward or slow it down or turn right or left, my power to navigate through life and have life be the way I want it, and be in life the way I want to be in life. So when you hand over the reins to a parent, it kind of sucks, because not all parents are capable of giving you everything you think they should give you. When you hand it over to a lover, that can get scary too, and then you start resenting them if they don't give you the validation you want. Same with this box over here, but let's move to the Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, social media circle of unfulfilled validations. What happens when you give over your ability to feel good and happy or successful or beautiful or important to your subscribers? What if you've got 1,000 subscribers? Some of you have 2, some of you have 5 million. And that's all lovely and great and can be used for good things, but if you're like checking and kind of holding your breath and disappointed in yourself if you don't get a certain amount of response or a certain amount of likes or views, then you're getting caught in this trap that says, I hand over my validation to the world. You're throwing the reins in the air at that point. You're not just handing them over. And so then you're spiraling out of control in your life, because life isn't about getting, doing, having, or achieving. It's about being and feeling. And you can allow yourself to feel whatever way you want to allow yourself to feel, but if you say, this person has to say this about me or do this about me in order for me to feel this, you've given away your power. We give away our power on social media when it has to go to a certain number of likes or subscriptions or something in order for us to feel okay. So if you're finding yourself in that trap, get out, and get out now. It's your choice. You see it, and once you see it, it becomes a conscious choice whether you want to keep going in that direction or you want to go in a new direction. A far more healthy and enlivening way to be with social media is to use it to express the depth of who you are in a safe way, a contained way from the safety of your own home, to express and to deliver love, truth, medicine, and perspective to the world. And it is better to hope for and be open for resonance than to look for validation or acclaim or approval. Because if you look for that resonance and then you see that one person that resonates, you feel into that resonance, and that's enough. To feel the resonance is enough. To get really present with it is enough. And there's pluses and minuses, you know, whether you affect a multitude of people or you affect 2 people. There's benefits in both. You see, this way you can touch the world. This way you can touch the people who don't feel like they resonate with the rest of the world. When you're touching the people that are not in alignment with the masses, you're touching a very special group of people. When people reach out to me and say, you know, you changed my life, you make me feel like I'm not alone. If I get one of those, I'm like, damn, that's amazing. I'd rather get that than, you know, 10,000 likes on something, because that's resonance. That's resonance. And you don't need to depend on resonance, but know that you are opening yourself to resonance, to people that truly resonate with the truth of who you are. And that can only happen if you're pouring more and more authenticity out there, not dumbing yourself down or trying to mold into what successful looks like on those social media sites. Be wary when you find yourself following the footsteps of people that look successful, because aside from the fact that they've paid and they have photographers and they have this and they have that, and despite all that, you don't want to go there. You want to represent the truth of who you are and see who resonates with that, because that's where true, lasting connection and soulful fulfillment comes from. So validate yourself, and go be who you are, and dare to connect in with your weird little group. And don't sweat it when you don't reach the masses, because you don't want to be that. I promise you, it's not satiating.